This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, October 17th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a system moving through the Great Lakes that's just going to reinforce colder air into the state. A northwesterly flow is going to come in, and that's going to bring the temperatures down from the 60s and 70s of yesterday into the 50s and lower 60s of today. A couple of clouds in the eastern counties are possible. Any precipitation looks to stay mainly in Wisconsin. And then we'll pretty much see sunshine with a few clouds from time to time for the rest of the period. Saturday looks to be rather sunny, a few clouds, especially in the eastern counties, highs in the 50s to lower 60s across the state. Could see some fairly cool mornings as well. Sunday, winds will be out of the south and west. That could boost temperatures up into the upper 50s to middle 60s. But we still see no precipitation anywhere close by. As we go into Monday, we have a system that moves through, but most of the precipitation develops to the east of the state. Can't rule out possibly an isolated shower Monday, but chances are that it will be very few and far between and mainly to our east. And then that system goes fairly slowly across the east, the eastern Great Lakes down into the Carolinas. We have a tropical entity that's forming over the Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to have to be watched as it begins to move to the north and east. But we're under high pressure that extends from eastern Canada back into the middle part of the country. It keeps storm systems that are approaching from the west from getting close to us. You can see this one over Colorado and New Mexico. It begins to approach the state, but then as you can see, it begins to fall apart because it's high pressure, not letting anything in. It's pretty much sending a lot of this tropical Gulf moisture up into the Atlantic across Florida. And you can see even by next Friday, we still pretty much have a zonal flow, a ridge centered over the south and west. Main storm track well to our north, and that's where most of the storms are going to go, is well to our north. We have this tropical system that's feeding into a new system that's forming east of New England. That'll be moving into the Canadian Maritimes and out into the North Atlantic. But from there, west, nothing until you get to the northwest. And then even as we go into the extended period, this is October 28th, we still don't see much of anything around here. We have system dropping into central and southern California. And then if we look at that on the thing, it shows a little bit of rain, maybe a bit of mountain snow in the Sierras. We'll see if this continues and if we could see cold air to get some snow over there. Nothing around here still, however. But then as we get to the end of the forecast, this is November 1st. Main storm track, pretty much a very quick flow out of from the west to the east. Disturbance with some energy up to our north and west. And this could bring a system down from the north and west. This will also bring us colder air as well. You can see the 540 line dipping down. But this is still more than 2 weeks out. And this could be gone on the very next run. When we take a look at the satellite image from last evening, it looks pretty much like the model runs. Very little, if anything, going on. One system moving away into the north and east. This is also bringing the cold air down from Canada. A couple of clouds to the west. A system moving off the northwest coast or coming into the northwest coast. Watch warning map looks barren. Fog advisory around Duluth and Superior in Wisconsin. Flash flood watch in Maine. Pretty much boring everywhere else across the country. The QPF chart. This is precipitation through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. It looks also boring. Any precipitation, the Great Lakes, the northeast and the northwest, and a little bit over the southwest. But not a whole lot around here for the next 5 days, and maybe for the next 7 to 10 days as well.